What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks NBA player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prize Picks. As always, if you haven't checked out Prize Picks, I would highly recommend you check them out, guys. It is a player props website and app where you can win money off of picking the over and under on things like players' points, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, assists, fantasy score, etc. Go ahead and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 today. Again, that is code KJK DFS. Go to lock that in. Get that free money offer and start winning some money over here on Prize Picks with these picks today, guys. And if you are getting very serious, would highly recommend you check out my premium content packages. I do offer base level packages. You can get access to all my core plays for a single sport and a single app. But if you really want to step up your game, would highly recommend you check out my KJK VIP member package. And I do want to give a shout out to some winners last night. This is something I've been meaning to do for quite some time. Finally got a chance to kind of get this up and running, but shout out to KD For Real, Hussein Train, Sebastian, all hitting last night in the KJK VIP winner circle. Had a nice 6-man flex from KD For Real, Hussein Train with a nice 2-man flex there, and then you saw Sebastian on the end with a nice $400 flex play, turning that into $4,000. King Vic, Babyface A, Mystic God Ray also cashing in. Nice flex play from King Vic. That was one that I was on. Babyface A had some of my plays in his, mixed in with a little bit of his own. Same thing can be said for Mystic God. Doncic, Jalen, Horford, all guys I was on. Davis guys I was on, but he had a nice little mix in there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And then some of my own personal tickets. We had one sweep of the ticket, 2 that were real close. Unfortunately, Dylan Brooks and Dinwiddie didn't hit. So that cost us 2 sweeps in the VIP, but doubled up our money there. Had that one sweep as well. Was a profitable night over there, guys. And one thing I want to mention is you don't have to be perfect to profit on these apps, guys. If you're looking to learn from myself, I had 13 tickets that I provided yesterday on that large slate to my VIP members. Only one of them swept. And I profited $1,300. I've been trying to tell my audience about this, my VIP member package members about this. Like, people join and they're like, you only swept 1 ticket. Yeah, I only swept 1 ticket. I got a lot wrong, and I still profited $1,300. So, I don't know what your end goal is. I think people have egos. People don't want to learn. There are things in the NBA that you have to account for. Things happen, such as foul trouble. Things happen, such as injuries. Things happen where the game will be dictated. I mix and match my tickets to correlate, accordingly. I was high on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Ja Morant, those guys yesterday. It did not go well. These are free videos that I provide to the public. Unfortunately, that did not go well. I did play those guys in tickets. I did lose money off those tickets. However, I was able to profit more money by mixing and matching some of the secondary options where if they didn't quite show up, their secondary options would perform. As you saw, I got some exposure to Dylan Brooks in there. I got exposure to Jaylen Brown. Guess who did most of the scoring for the Celtics? Jaylen Brown, not Jason Tatum last night. So, unfortunately, my picks I've been providing you guys haven't been hitting as high of a rate. It's not intentional. I tried to give these videos for free and provide as much value as possible. However, there's a lot of variables in basketball, man. Like, people just don't understand, I guess. I mean, there's foul trouble. There's the coach getting mad at a player and sitting them. There's injuries. There's blowouts. There's things that occur. However, if you're able to correlate your tickets accordingly to weigh these things in, mix and match the first usage guy, the second usage guy, take advantage of these players' strong suits, the things they're weak at, you can profit money without being perfect. So, I mean, that's kind of my little speech to you guys. Sorry for the struggles as of late on the channel. I'm going to keep working hard trying to give you guys winners. I have 5 picks today that I like a lot. But if you're getting serious and you're really looking to learn, check out the VIP member package. I will teach you how to mix and match. I will teach you how to manage your bankroll. If you are playing Prize Picks and other sports apps, this is something I tell my VIP members all the time. You should be playing no more than 2% to 5% of your overall annual bankroll per night. If you're playing more than that and you're losing and you're getting mad at me, you're not playing right. You're not taking any accountability for your own actions, first of all, because you don't have to tail my picks. You can take any picks you want. And you will never succeed in the long run because you're not playing right. You're not managing your bankroll. You're not even holding yourself accountable. And you're just going to keep blowing through your money. So, end of rant. I'm here to help. Sorry that the picks on these videos haven't been going too great as of late. I was on like a 21-4 run. The last few days, they haven't been going as hot. But I'm going to keep working hard to provide these picks for you guys. And we're going to get back on track here. So, hopefully you enjoy this content. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Trying to get these videos all up to 500 likes. Would be greatly appreciated if you help me out with that. So, All that out of the way, let's talk about it. Let's get into the picks. We have a nice slate here tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Not the largest, but we have some nice picks that we can capitalize on. So I'm going to discuss it here. And the first guy that I'd like to talk about is going to be Bol for the Orlando Magic, taking on the Indiana Pacers in this game. This game comes in with a 224 over-under. It is a 6.5-point spread in favor of the Indiana Pacers, so expect it to be close. Wendell Carter Jr. is listed as questionable in this one, and Paolo Banchero has already been ruled out for the Orlando Magic. We have seen Bol really get a nice bump with no Banchero. We've seen him record a 21.6% usage rate and a 27.3% defensive rebounding rate in 30.4 minutes per game since Banchero got injured. I was doing some research as far as his fantasy point per minute. On the Prizepicks format, he's putting up 1.04 fantasy points per minute and a little bit of a smaller sample size with no Anthony and Banchero on the court. But over his entire season sample size, Bol is actually putting up 1.12 Prizepicks fantasy points per minute. He's also one of the top block guys in the league. Looking at the top guys in the entire league as far as blocks are concerned, Bol comes in with a 4% block metric. That is in the top 94th percentile in the entire league. That is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh best in the entire league as far as blocks are concerned. And you get 3 fantasy points for every single one of those blocks. So not only is he rebounding and scoring, he's also getting a lot of blocks. You look at the scoring format over here on Prizepicks as far as the fantasy score. How is it broken down? You get 1 point for every point, 1.2 points for every rebound, 1.5 for every assist, 3 points for every block, and 3 points for every steal. So those blocks, those rebounds, those assists, points, all going to add up here. And I like the over on his fantasy score here. I think it's set too low, 32.5. Once again, Wendell Carter Jr. is listed as questionable on the second half of a back-to-back. He's been dealing with injuries off and on. I would not be surprised in the least to see him miss this game, which is going to be an even bigger bump for Bol. So I'm going to lock Bol in now. Feeling confident that he can hit the over regardless, but then if Wendell Carter Jr. is out, that's just another additional bonus. Bol already getting such a big boost with there being no Banchero. If there's going to be no Wendell Carter Jr. as well, it's going to become a play that we're getting even better value on. So pick number 1, going with the over 32.5 fantasy score here for Bol. That will be pick number 1 here. Pick number 2, we're going to kick it down to the next game. The Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. This game comes in with a 217 implied total. It is a 3.5-point spread in favor of the Minnesota Timberwolves. There is going to be no Tyrese Maxey in this one, and also Tobias Harris is expected to be out, so the Sixers are going to be pretty shorthanded. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the spread changes. I got to refresh this page. I wonder if it's gone up anymore. No, still 3.5, which kind of surprised me a little bit, but hey, that means Vegas is indicating it's expected to stay close. That won't hurt our feelings. We're going to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves side first. And the first guy I would like to discuss is Karl Anthony Towns. He has really stepped up his scoring in a major way, and he's expected to hit the over on his points today, according to Vegas, and I tend to agree. Philadelphia is on the second half of a back-to-back. They just played a bunch of minutes last night against the Milwaukee Bucks in a grinded-out game on national TV. So these guys are all going to be on a second half of a back-to-back, playing big minutes. Karl Anthony Towns probably going to be guarded by P.J. Tucker here, who is traditionally a really good defender, but P.J. Tucker is getting old. No offense to P.J., but he's getting old, man. On a second half of a back-to-back in a game last time out where he just played 32 minutes, he's going to be a little bit worn down in this game. And I like Karl Anthony Towns' shot at being able to continue to put up a lot of points here. You look at the usage for him as far as the last couple of games has really started to heat up. He's doing it in all categories. He's shooting a bunch of three-pointers. He's also getting to the free throw line and converting there. And he's shooting at a high rate as far as the field goal percentage is concerned. 10 for 15 from the field last time out. 2 for 5 from behind the arc. He went 8 for 8 from the line. Dropped 30 points the time before against Cleveland. A tough matchup as well. Looked really good. 11 for 16 from the field. 3 for 6 from behind the three-point arc. 4 for 6 from the free throw line. 29 points in that one. And I really like the addition of Rudy Gobert for this team because what it's allowing Karl Anthony Towns to do is essentially rest up a little bit on the defensive end. Let Rudy Gobert take on the most duty as far as the defensive end. And then Karl Anthony Towns, a very talented offensive player, has shown a little bit of weaknesses on the defensive end at times. But Rudy Gobert is one of the best defenders in the league. So it's allowing Towns to kind of display his talents as far as the offense is concerned. Towns playing big minutes, 36, 37 minutes per game. Once again, the shot volume's there. Shooting at the free throw line, getting fouled to the line, converting at a high rate there. Can't really ask for much more from a scoring aspect for Karl Anthony Towns. I do expect this to continue tonight. Once again, the Sixers are on a back-to-back. P.J. Tucker's a good defender, but I expect those legs to be a little bit tired. P.J. Tucker's getting up there in age. He's not going to be around the league for too much longer. And Karl Anthony Towns is a minus 130 favorite to hit this over 21.5 point here line tonight. So pick number 2 Like the over 21.5 points here for Karl-Anthony Towns. That will be pick number 2 here. Pick number 3, we are going to talk about his teammate in Rudy Gobert. I just talked about it. Rudy Gobert is going to be facing Joel Embiid tonight. I expect Joel Embiid to have a ton of shots. With no Maxey, with no Embiid, I expect him to be the... with no Maxey and with no Tobias Harris, I expect Joel Embiid to get a ton of shots, and Joel Embiid is a low-post player. I do expect Joel Embiid to be pretty tired on back-to-back. Once again, we kind of discussed that. With him playing around the rim, getting so many shots, I honestly don't think he's going to have too much success here. I just talked about it. Rudy Gobert, really good defender. I expect Joel Embiid to be around the rim a lot. I expect this entire 76ers squad to be pretty tired. They might stick around for the game, but I do expect quite a few misses. And I expect the guy that leads the entire league in rebounding chances to hit the over on his rebounding prop, and that is Rudy Gobert. 22.5 rebounding chances per game. He's only converting on 55% of those rebounding chances. Now, keep in mind, each matchup is a little bit different. In today's modern-day NBA, there are a lot of centers that play out around the arc. So... such as a guy like a Karl-Anthony Towns, if there was no Rudy Gobert, Karl-Anthony Towns would play the traditional center for the Minnesota Twins, and he'd be out there around the arc a lot, kind of like we see with like Kristaps Porzingis. But Embiid, not that guy. He can go out to the arc, but a lot of times he's going to be in that low post. I expect Embiid to kind of struggle from the field tonight, and I do expect Rudy Gobert to be down low in the post guarding him, leading to a bunch of Rudy Gobert rebounds. So pick number 3, I want to discuss Rudy Gobert's rebounding prop. Has not hit this in 3 of the last 5, but like I said, every matchup's different, guys. Last time we saw him hit this over, he put up 13 against a very big front court in the Cleveland Cavaliers. Have the 2 bigs in Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. This is a pretty similar matchup as far as Embiid's concerned. He's going to be down low around the rim a lot. Once again, I do expect Embiid to kind of struggle from the field. I expect him to be around the rim a lot, and I expect Rudy Gobert to grab a lot of those rebounds. So, Rudy Gobert, love this pick. Over 11.5 rebounds for him. This is a guy we've seen put up 20 rebounds and a half consistently for a lot of games throughout his career. I kind of think this is going to be a no-sweat bet. Rudy Gobert, I could see easily grabbing 10 rebounds in the first half, honestly, if not more. So really like this pick. Pick number 3, going with the over 11.5 rebounds. That'll be pick number 3. Pick number 4, I just discussed it a lot about that pick. It's Joel Embiid. Second half of a back-to-back. He has no help now, pretty much. Not a lot of offensive-minded players. Matisse Thybulle, defensive-minded. Daniel House Jr., defensive-minded. PJ Tucker, defensive-minded. Joel Embiid, I expect to take a lot of shots tonight. However, I do not expect him to have much success, and his points prop has been inflated over here. 33.5 points over here on Prizepicks tonight. Guys, he has to take on Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year award so many times. You look at where he ranks as far as the top centers in defense this year. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th best in the entire league. We're just talking about a fraction as far as defensive rating, but Rudy Gobert, really, really good defensively. He is a tough opponent around the rim. Embiid just played a bunch of minutes last night. I don't expect him to be doing too good tonight on those tired legs against a Jazz front court. I'm sorry, not a Jazz front court. Rudy Gobert on the Timberwolves now. That can double him as well. There's no Tobias Harris. There's no Tyrese Maxey. What do I think the Minnesota Timberwolves game plan is going to be tonight? I think Towns and Gobert are going to double Joel Embiid the entire game, force him to pass the ball, force these other guys around him to make shots. PJ Tucker, Daniel House, Matisse Thybulle, DeAnthony Melton. I mean, that's the smartest thing to do. It's like the easiest game plan in the world. No Tobias Harris, no Maxey. The Sixers shooting is going to be really reliant on these other guys, I have a feeling. And I don't really necessarily want to be banking on them having too much success. I think it's going to be a pretty even scoring effort for these Sixers tonight if they're able to stay in this game, which they very well could with this 3.5-point spread. I don't expect it to be Embiid carrying the load. Embiid could easily, he could probably go out there and drop, 25, 28 or so, honestly, if he's really battling down low in the post against Gobert. Would not be surprised, but I don't see him dropping 34 tonight. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be way too easy of a game plan for the Timberwolves. They're going to double Embiid the entire game, make him pass the ball, make him pass it out of the post to these other guys that aren't traditional offensive players. And I don't think he's going to have too much fun here on the second half of a back-to-back, playing big minutes last night. Now he has to face the big front court, Rudy Gobert, Karl-Anthony Towns. Timberwolves, very good team defensively. I think they're going to make Embiid's life very, very hard tonight. And don't expect him to have much success. So pick number 4, going with the under 33.5 points here for Joel Embiid. The last thing that I would mention is there is juice on the under on major sports books. Latest odds for Joel Embiid. Let's see. Is it this 33.5 line? There's minus 120 juice on the under. So Vegas agreeing with me on this one. Once again, a pick I really do like here. So that's going to be pick number 4. So we talked about Bol, we talked about Towns, Gobert, and Embiid. That's going to be the first 4. And then pick number 5, we're going to kick it on down to this Portland Trailblazers Utah Jazz game. This game has a 228 over/under. 3.5 point spread in favor of the Portland Trailblazers. A 115.75 implied total for the Trailblazers. And I got another prop we've been targeting quite frequently over here, and I'm going to continue to do so, and that is Mr. Damian Lillard's points and assists prop. 33.5 points and assists. Love the over here for pick number 5. He has been racking up a bunch of assists and scoring a bunch. That's no surprise. It's kind of what a point guard is supposed to do. Damian Lillard, a very good point guard. You look at his game logs as far as how he has been doing as of late. Damian Lillard, how is he contributing in these 2 categories? Last time out, 11 assists, 25 points. The time before, 11 assists, 22 points. The time before, 12 assists, 29 points. The thing is, we're seeing a lot of assists out of him, and his scoring upside's way higher. So he's put up, 22, 25 the last 2 times out. We know Damian Lillard's a guy that's literally capable of going out there and putting up 40-plus points. Taking on a Utah Jazz team that is on a back-to-back. They should have a little bit of tighter legs as well. He should be able to take advantage. We know that Dame Lillard's going to attack as far as his shot volume is concerned as well. He's 20th in the league in field goals attempted per game. As far as how he's doing on the season, 18.5 field goals attempted per game. And he's shooting 44% from the field, 9.9 three-pointers attempted per game, where he shoots 36.4% from beyond the arc. He's also getting to the free throw line a lot. He's top 5, 8.7 free throws attempted per game, where he shoots 87% from the line. So, love this prop. He is a massive favorite on sportsbooks as well, and Prizepicks hasn't bumped this prop yet. The points and assist prop for Damian Lillard, as far as the latest line, he is a minus 135 favorite to hit this over 33.5 points and assists. So, pick number 5, like the over 33.5 points and assists here for Damian Lillard. I think it's a fantastic prop. And that is going to be my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Prizepicks in the NBA tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Looking to get back on a hot streak here. Sorry for the couple rough days as of late, but hey, man, you can go back and watch my video, and you have every single piece of reasoning as to why I'm on the pick. High usage guys that just didn't quite come through. They didn't shoot good last night. John Morant, Shai Gilgeous just started out really, really bad. Like 2 for 10 from the field. It happens. But the usage is there. That's all we can do. Mix and match these tickets. Continue to profit. Once again, if you're getting serious, I can teach you over here. Check out the VIP member package. It's about profiting over the entire year. Don't put all your eggs in one basket in one night, and you're going to have very good success in joining this VIP member package. And if you haven't checked out Prizepicks, check them out today. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit today. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NBA props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.